You might think two trims of the same SUV can't be that different, but the 2025 Kia Sonet proves otherwise. The HTK Optional and the HTK Plus may look nearly identical at first glance, but dig a little deeper and you'll find changes in features, comfort, and value that could completely change which one makes sense for you. One trim offers upgrades that feel almost too good for its price, while the other plays it safe. But is safer always better? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know which Sonet is the smarter choice for you. The Kia Sonet has quickly become one of the most popular compact SUVs in its segment, thanks to its mix of bold design, practical features, and competitive pricing. For 2025, Kia has refreshed the lineup to keep up with rising competition, and two trims in particular, the HTK Optional and the HTK Plus, are getting a lot of attention. Both are designed for buyers who want more than just a base model, but without spending top dollar. What makes this comparison interesting is how Kia positions them. One trim focuses on value, while the other leans into comfort and convenience. In just a moment, we'll break down the features, performance, and real-world differences to see which version truly deserves your money. When you look at the 2025 Kia Sonet HTK Optional and HTK Plus side by side, the first thing that stands out is design. Both trims carry the Sonet's signature tiger nose grille and sharp LED lighting, but the HTK Plus gets just a little more polish with subtle chrome touches and a cleaner overall finish. It's not a deal breaker, but if first impressions matter to you, that extra shine may sway your decision. Step inside, and the story gets more interesting. The HTK Optional keeps things straightforward with fabric seats and a functional layout. Nothing fancy, but comfortable enough for daily commutes. The HTK Plus, on the other hand, starts adding layers of convenience. You'll notice a bigger infotainment screen, better audio setup, and features like rear-view camera assistance that make city driving a whole lot easier. Imagine parking in a crowded downtown lot. Having that extra visibility can be the difference between confidence and frustration. When it comes to performance, both trims share the same engine options, which means you're getting Kia's tried and tested balance of efficiency and power no matter which one you pick. On paper, that might sound like a tie, but in practice, the way each trim uses those features makes a difference. The HTK Plus feels a little more refined thanks to added driving aids, while the HTK Optional relies more on simplicity and keeping the drive distraction-free. Some people love that no-frills feel. It's less tech to manage, more focus on the road. Safety is another area where the comparison gets tight. Both models come with essentials like dual airbags, ABS with EBD, and rear parking sensors, but the HTK Plus steps ahead by offering a few more driver-friendly assists. If you've ever driven long stretches on the highway, that extra layer of safety can give peace of mind. Still, for budget-conscious buyers, the HTK Optional covers the must-haves without inflating the price. Now, let's talk about what really tips the scales, features you'll use every single day. Picture this. You're running late for work on a cold morning. In the HTK Plus, you've got keyless entry and push-button start. It feels modern and saves you those few extra seconds. In the HTK Optional, you're sticking with the basics, which works fine but doesn't feel as premium. These small differences add up over months and years of ownership. And here's where things start to get really interesting. While the HTK Plus definitely offers more creature comforts, it also edges closer to the price range of higher trims. That raises a question. If you're already stretching your budget for the Plus, is it smarter to go all in and look at the trims above it? Or is the HTK Optional actually the sweet spot, giving you the essentials without creeping into higher territory? We'll dig into that question soon, especially once we bring pricing and long-term value into the mix. And trust me, the numbers might surprise you. But before we get there, let's take a closer look at how these trims actually feel to drive day to day. Because specs on paper are one thing, but real-world performance is where the story really comes alive. And here's where everything comes together. After spending time behind the wheel, the difference between the HTK Optional and the HTK Plus finally shows itself in the real world. On paper, they look close. But on the road, the Plus trim feels sharper, smoother, and more connected, especially when you're weaving through traffic or cruising on the highway. The steering is more responsive, and the added features don't just look good on a spec sheet. They actually make every drive less stressful and more enjoyable. But here's the twist. the HTK Optional holds its ground better than expected. For everyday city driving, its simplicity works in its favor. No unnecessary distractions, no overcomplicated tech, just you, the car, and the road. And that stripped-down feel almost makes it more fun, because you're not paying extra for gadgets you might never use. Now, let's talk about the moment that surprised us most. During a mixed driving test, stop-and-go traffic, open stretches, and a little rough road, the fuel efficiency numbers leaned in favor of the HTK Optional. That's right. The lesser trim actually gave more in return when it came to running costs. For buyers watching their budget, this is a game changer. So, what we end up with is a true turning point. One trim that elevates comfort and convenience, and another that quietly delivers more value where it matters most. And depending on what you expect from your car, the winner might not be the one you assumed at the start. But here's the big question. Is the HTK Plus worth paying extra for? Or does the HTK Optional give you 90% of the experience at a lower cost? The answer isn't as straightforward as you might think, and that's exactly what we'll uncover in the final verdict. So, after putting both trims through their paces, here's the bottom line. The Kia Sonet HTK Optional is for buyers who want straightforward value. It gives you the core features, dependable performance, and even a slight edge in efficiency, all at a price that feels fair. If your priority is keeping costs in check while still owning a modern compact SUV, this trim makes a lot of sense. The HTK Plus, however, is for those who see their car as more than just transportation. With added comfort features, better tech, and a more premium feel, it transforms the daily drive into something smoother and more enjoyable. Yes, it costs more, but for drivers who spend a lot of time on the road, or just want that extra touch of convenience, it justifies the price. What makes this comparison so relevant right now is how it reflects where the compact SUV market is heading. Buyers in the US aren't just looking for affordable cars, they're demanding more value in every mile. The Sonet lineup shows that automakers are paying attention, blurring the line between budget-friendly and premium. And if this trend continues, we can expect future models to pack even more into entry and mid-level trims. In the end, neither trim is a bad choice. The real decision comes down to you. Do you want smart, no-nonsense practicality, or a little more comfort and tech for the extra money? Both answers are valid, and that's what makes the 2025 Sonet such an appealing option in its class. Now, I want to hear from you. Which trim do you think offers the better deal? The feature-rich HTK Plus or the value-packed HTK Optional? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this comparison helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got plenty more reviews and real-world tests coming your way.